Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you some more BSL 15 Asian Championships. This is from the bracket phase, and it's game number 2 of the best of 3 between JeDi and Bus. Bus was able to take down JeDi in a very tight timing attack. I think JeDi kind of messed up a little bit in defending it. It looked like he was in a good spot. I like the way he was going about it, but Bus was able to knock him out on Vermeer. And now we're in map 2 on Sylphid. Definitely an extremely different map from Vermeer. Vermeer is, I guess I would call it the biggest map that we currently have pro games being played on. Like, it is big, wide open, tons of bases. The bases are really far apart from each other. So, yeah, that's something that can help and hinder, every race in certain different ways. Generally speaking, you're going to have to stay very, very aggressive as Terran to knock out Zerg expansions, to deny them as long as possible, because that travel distance is a bit of a problem. But here on Sylphid, this is a much smaller map. It's a 3-player map. There's not as many bases. Everything is kind of close. Once you're in the center, you can get anywhere pretty quickly. So, yeah, I like TVZ here pretty well. Like, there are certainly some locations that you can have a little bit of abuseful play. Something I mentioned last TVZ we had here. This natural does have a mineral patch that literally can't be defended from turrets, which basically means there's like 3 patches that you can just go completely ham on because almost nothing's hitting you. And yeah, so I guess that's kind of the thing that we're going to be looking out for if we get to that stage of the game, of course. This is a gas opening, so probably won't get to that heavy Mutalisk harassment. Anytime you see gas this early on, it's going to be either a factory opener. Well, it's going to be a factory opener no matter what. But it will either be a mech build, or it will be some sort of 1-1-1 getting the factory and starport up right after the barracks. So this is, like, either one of those builds, Mutos can't really harass very much against. Taking a look over at JeDi's base. Very standard stuff by the looks of it. Overlord's coming down to scout. Gotta say, I do think Zerg looks quite good in the magenta. A little bit of drone harassment here. Obviously, he's not going to get anything done. Just poking. He wants to get, or he wanted to get in. It's not a full wall, but when you see a wall, of any sort, you do start to assume that it might be mech. And especially, I think he'll probably try to poke back in and see if a command center's getting started. Yeah, that's what this drone is doing right now. And as you get down here, there's not even an SCV. He pokes to the front. Yeah, he didn't end up seeing the factory, I don't believe, but no marine making and no command center making. He knows it's a factory. So we should see JeDi go ahead and throw a sunken down at the right time so that vultures can't just walk in and kill him or anything like that. What? Oh, God, this is a crazy cheese that we're watching. Okay, so factory into academy. Into second barracks. Okay, so what he's doing here, this is completely mind games. He's going to get a vulture out, and the vultures will make you think like, I don't really need speedlings. Let's make the single sunken and just kind of be safe. And then the vulture will prevent a lot of scouting. Like this overlord coming over, if it goes by the natural, this is going to be his greatest scouting asset. Now, he did see the completion of the wall. The third depot is bizarre. So there's definitely tells here. Like, JeDi might be able to look at this and realize there's a cheese happening. In fact, if he doesn't think there's a cheese happening, I don't even understand. The third depot, like, you'll never, ever, ever get that before you go for the command center. And now the Overlord popping in here, seeing 2 more racks. All he's got to do is heavily defend. And, I mean, because it's not Mutalisk, this is almost better. It's kind of funny because mass marines can kill mutas, whereas you get a few lurkers out, it's not going to do a whole lot. But the mutas can do damage. These hydras are not likely to do any damage to Bus. In fact, like, I would say that he'd be pretty comfortable playing against that. Like, he's going to have plenty of units here. He has a factory out. Not a big issue. Now, JeDi is getting the Spire. The Spire is what you can really punish some of these one-base builds with. This is part of the reason why you almost never see one basing from Terran in this matchup is because mutas will still get damage done, and then you'll just die because you just don't have enough anything at that point. So, at this point, really, it's about JeDi kind of just surviving until he gets what he needs. I would love to see a couple more sunks go up, to be honest. I think that he's playing very riskily right now, and I don't quite understand why. He saw 3 racks, and, like, again, the only thing you need to do is live. So he's out front with 2 Hydras. He's got 1 sunk in here. He's got 5 mutas on the way. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Maybe those mutas pop out and help him enough, but, like, he's going to get there right before. Honestly, even 1 more sunken, and I would feel a lot safer right now for JeDi. Some of these Chinese players are definitely doing, like, unbelievable greed in their builds. It's kind of crazy. Now, let's see if he gets in and actually gets anything done. Looks like he sees the mutas, still runs forward, targeting that sunken down, goes after the mutas now. Oh, a little bit of miscontrol. Gets the sunk. Well, this is bad news here for JeDi, unfortunately. Bus getting a ton of damage right now. It's already paid for itself. And he might actually end up getting the hatch. In fact, yeah, he's going to end up popping it. Okay, so that's basically game to Bus. And again, this literally would have been completely avoided if he had gone for, like, well, 2 more sunks, 100% stop it, and then 1 more sunk, I would say 80% chance of completely shutting it down. Maybe even 90%, honestly. But, yeah, some misplaying here from JeDi, a little bit too greedy. He's going to try to hang on, and, like, there's a possibility here that he can kill off the bio, but does that actually help him? Like, does he have any chance to actually win? Okay, yeah, he can't even do that, it looks like. Oh, man, the Marine's getting way too much damage done now. And GG is called. Bus advances with the 2-0.